Memento on DW.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Where the truth told me I'm drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, but I don't know if you know who I am. I was there when I saw what you did. I saw it with my own eyes, so you can buy me back then. I know where you've been, talking
right, guys, what's going on? What is good? What is good? It is Philosophical Friday right here on YouTube. Right here on the YouTube channel. The Smart Money Stoics channel. Smart Money Stoics community. Know what I'm saying? All right. We good? Can you guys see? Can you guys hear? Drop a like if you can hear it, see it. And if you're ready for, we'll watch a little bit of price action. We'll watch the dollar for a little bit. And then I want to talk to you, freestyle to you about note taking and what a commonplace book is. I just figured out what a commonplace book was like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, damn, why didn't I think of that? Or why have I not known this longer? You know? And you guys already know I share everything. Well, not every single page of a book, but you know, I find really good pages and I share them. Give you guys book recommendations. I mean, anytime I find something valuable, I'm gonna pass it along. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna gatekeep. You understand? And the chat is open today, just so you know. So if you got friends that aren't members yet, you can invite them on. You can send them the link. They can hop in the chat. It is not a members only chat today. It is a subscriber only chat. So if they're not subscribed, all they got to do is subscribe, and then 1 minute later, they will have chat access. That's it. So if your friends are available, if your mom's available, get them on here. Get her on here. All right. They need to know. They need to know. All right. But what's good? Naruto, who was first today. What's good? Ibranath Kobe. What's good? Jonas, Lee Bright, Jordan, Sean C. Happy Friday. Jordan said gold had nice sell setup. I haven't looked at it. What I'm anticipating is the dollar to dump. And we're going to see if it does. We're going to see if it does. What's good? Nina, Lucas, Maximiliano, Nikki, Edgar, Pavlos, John C, 2020, Zay, and Leon. What's popping? What's popping? Yeah, I think it could trade lower. I don't see why we wouldn't from here, but if we do, then I guess I would be wrong in that assumption. But not equal lows, but somewhat clean, low resistant lows. We had a high during New York and London overlap. We had some bonkery at 9 o'clock. Straight bonk. What's good, BG? Straight bonkers here. What the fuck? But it definitely crossed 50%, came back up into the higher premium imbalance, respects that, trades lower, up candle, trades lower, some up, or this up candle a couple times, trades lower. Short-term mitigation here, afternoon, well, it's afternoon session for the indices at least. So I don't see why this would not extend lower. I would not buy this right now. Know what I'm saying? So trying to make the case. And I got an alert there, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. Question for a super sticker. What percentage do you get? So if you guys look, I'll talk to you about entrepreneurship for just a minute. Almost nothing in life is free. All right. Now, YouTube is a platform that allows creators to be here. It allows people to subscribe to memberships. It allows people to donate to their favorite streamers and all that. Now, YouTube has their own platform. Obviously, this is theirs, right? And they have employees, and it's a business and all that. It's owned by Google, right? And they deal with payment processing, the credit card companies and taxes and all that bullshit that I don't want to deal with. Okay? It's basically free for me to be here. But they get you on the back end. All right? They get you on the back end. So they keep 30%. Okay? They keep 30%. And I know it sounds like a lot, but that's why I try to explain it to you in that manner. So when you, okay, if you were to donate, say $10. Ooh, the badass music came on. YouTube would keep 3, and then I would keep 7. All right, that's how that works. So I think for a $24.99 membership, I think I keep $17.50 or $17.49, some shit like that. I don't know. They deal with it. But there's your answer. All right. So, you know, if you have your own platform and your own payment processing and dealing with your own credit card companies and like that, you can have that. But mind you, that's going to be expensive as shit to get in. I mean, we're not talking hundreds or like thousands. We're talking like tens of thousands, if not more than 6 figures to do something like that. And look, I love you guys, but I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking doing that. I'll just say, you know what? We'll hop on YouTube, take 30% and leave it at that. Because I believe Twitch takes like 50%. That's just rape. You know, excuse my language, but it's what it is. It's exactly what it is. I'm just trying to give you some 40 money for the weekend. Appreciate it. Thanks, John. But look, I don't need like donations and stuff. Plus, I appreciate the $20 though. Thank you so much, John. For real. It's much appreciated. What happens is YouTube only pays once a month. So like the $20 that you just donated, I'll get, I think, whatever the math was. We just did the math. I guess 14, 6. Fuck, I don't know, man. It's too early. It's too early for this, bro. It's too early for all this math. Damn it. Is it 14, Ibrahim? Maybe you're right. Okay. But I won't even get that for another month and some change. So, they pay between the 19th and the 24th. I might get paid today. I'm not sure, but it's all gravy. It's all gravy either way. The fun. Man, I got so many notifications going on today. It's like Friday's the day where everybody just sits on their phone, I guess. I don't know. But it's all about the appreciation and value. You saved me a fucking ton of money. I like the value judgment there. Since switching from your previous platform. Yeah, that's the thing, man. If I can't help you make money, that's a problem. But at a minimum, I would hope at least you would lose less. You know what I mean? But business wise, now I'm giving you some business secrets, right? Which is may or may not be a conflict of interest, but the thing is, it's a business strategy to teach you how to trade and to teach you how to do well, because one of 2 things is going to happen, or one of 3 things is going to happen. If you learn how to trade and you know what the fuck you're doing, technically you don't need education anymore. You could cancel your membership and that's a wrap. The way that I look at it is, look, if you learn from me, if you're a student of mine and you learn how to fucking trade, you learn how to make money, then you'll always pay your membership. And from a business standpoint, that's ideal business. Customer for life type shit. You know what I mean? Because I got bigger plans than just myself alone on this channel. I don't plan on making this a solo channel forever. I do want to eventually start bringing some people on here, like actual paid educators on here. But I got to make a certain amount because educators are not cheap, you know? So, but we'll get there one day. One step at a time, all right? One step at a time. It's all good, Edgar. I don't, that's just like I said a minute ago. Like, you don't have to donate, bro. Your membership is cool. It's not a big deal, man. I'm not asking for more. Plus, if you guys really want to get back, just wait till we do the signal service. And then that's fine. You know, we'll be Gucci. We'll be Gucci. Okay? We'll be Gucci. Yeah, we'll watch this for a minute. So let me tell you what a commonplace book is. Do you guys know what that is before I tell you? Commonplace book. Do you guys know what that is? Literally, I never knew until like 2 or 3 weeks ago. How have I like not? How did I fucking miss this? We're going to pull up ryanholiday.net and then I'll read this to you. You guys don't know? Yeah, don't feel bad. I literally figured out like 2 weeks ago. Literally. I mean, everybody knows about journal. You know, everybody knows about, or like a diary, I guess. But nobody, I guess a commonplace book is a lot lesser known, but it's really cool. Trading live today are only analysis. Well, dude, it's fucking late. It is late to do anything here with the dollar. If anything, we can still look at like currencies maybe, but a lot of them have taken some significant highs already. Like British pound clearing some highs. The euro took out a low and then has already cleared some highs. So to me, like trying to long currencies here is probably not it. You know what I mean? So it's probably just going to be analysis for right now. I mean, it's Friday. There's only a couple hours left in the day. Indices are bussing. I don't think that they have any reason to trade lower. I mean, fuck, look at that shit. Nasdaq's at all-time highs. S&P. I was going to do this later, but I guess we could do it now. Right, here's that framework of this I would study. Okay, now this is also what makes timing a little bit more difficult, at least for me. Because remember, we talked about 48, 41. We had those levels here for a while, and so we dropped lower. Then, right, for easiest thing to do, you can do fibs or you can do the GAM box. Doesn't matter. 50% is right there. So you see we crossed that on the 8th. So then we trade lower. We run. We don't get there on the 11th. We trade lower. We trade higher one more time. We don't get there yet again. And then what happened on the 17th? What happened this week? We took out these lows. How far can price go below some lows and imbalance? You have that down here. We did talk about that on the session the other day. And then this is a 1 hour mitigation in the regular trading hours here. And then you see that run to above these highs today. So I would absolutely not short today. I wanted to be short earlier today and then no. So there is your dollar trading lower. We got that alert right there. So we see that dipping into that. And I'm not exactly sure if we're going to continue lower or if this is just going to be a run to go higher. I don't know. Because there's like really nothing over here, like an imbalance that I'm looking at. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But that is just very, very beautiful. Low risk sell up here. And then just bearish order flow all the way. Too clean. Too clean. All right. But all right. So let me pull up this for you. This text is horrendous, in my opinion. It looks a little bit better. So what is a commonplace book? What is that? Entirely, I don't know. But according to Ryan Holiday, a commonplace book is a central resource or depository for ideas, quotes, anecdotes, observations, and information you come across during your life and didactic pursuits. I don't know what that means. Google it. The purpose of the book is to record and organize these gems for later use in your life, in your business, in your writing, speaking, or whatever it is that you do. Some of the greatest men and women in history have kept these books. Marcus Aurelius kept one, which more or less became the Meditations. Petrarch, whoever that is, sounds like a Stoic, kept one. Montaigne, yeah, it's a French name, I think, who invented the essay, kept a handwritten compilation of sayings, maxims, and quotations from literature and history that he felt were important. His earliest essays were little more than compilations of these thoughts. Thomas Jefferson, one of the U.S. presidents, kept one. Napoleon kept one. I don't know who that is. Oh, and look at that. Bill Gates keeps one too. All right. Well, with that being said, I guess it's basically like a journal, but it's more so for just like he talks about quotes, anecdotes, sayings, maxims, shit like that. What I would also, I watched a video on this the other day. That's why I figured this out. There's another guy who talks about like philosophy and journaling and all that shit. And he made a video on Commonplace book. So this is what got me into it. Now he goes way deep into the details of a commonplace. So what he'll do is he'll have a quote or saying or something, and then what he'll actually do is make it a dictionary as well. So he'll write down a word that he doesn't know. He'll look at the definition, write down the definition, even like the root words and all that shit, which I think is a little bit much. But what I'm telling you is a commonplace book that I think would be ideal for people like us is something to keep our trading notes in, something to keep the personal development things in as well, and probably even blend them together. So I just started, let me show you this. I've actually had this notes for a long time, and what I started today is dialogues and essays from Seneca. So you probably won't be able to read that, but basically what it is just like the book that I posted in the Discord. I posted it in my Instagram story, is this book right here, Dialogues and Essays by Seneca, the Oxford World's Classics. Okay, so it's very similar to Letters from a Stoic. So what I've done is in green ink, I've written a quote or, a few lines, maybe a paragraph from the book. And then in a different color ink, I've written down a word that I might know, but I want to know the definition, or a absolute word that I don't know to look it up and write the definition. And then I write down my own thoughts, or my own notes, because I might expand on the idea, or I might try and write down my interpretation of the idea, or maybe how it can be beneficial. Okay. So this is another reason why reading goes beyond surface level, just reading what the words are. It's the context, right? What's being said, who's saying it, who are they saying it to, why are they saying it, what does this really mean? And, going from there. Which upside target do you look for when all-time highs have been reached? Example in the Nasdaq today. I don't. The Nasdaq could keep launching. The fact that Nasdaq is launching and Tesla traded lower, that, that's, it is what it is. But, at that point, I just don't know. Just like JP Morgan. Not that I want to keep flexing this on you, but, with JP Morgan, I have no idea. It hit all-time highs on the 16th. I didn't even take another partial. I should have. I didn't. But it's like, where do we go? I don't know. It's at all-time highs. I have no idea, bro. I would hope it would continue, but markets fluctuate. So, I can't entirely, expect that. But this is why we take partials to pay ourselves. It's why we hold some just in case it keeps going, because I don't know. What probabilities can we look at? There's nothing on the left side. It's uncharted waters. What do you do? What's good, Stephanie? What's good, Eli? Tesla's in trouble. The value of their cars keep dropping. Yeah. You know what else is up today, though? Save. I pointed this out yesterday, and this was also in the market review. So we went from 430, the 430s up to 7 overnight. Over 50% in less than a fucking day. And you know what? Not a soul took that trade. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Because by the time all that happened, I didn't have all that many views on Twitter. But yeah, right at 11:46, I said, hey, I'm picking up a few shares, but I'm not going deep. And then it gave the shift in price delivery. Yes, I got in before the shift. Right there. Boom. Shift in price delivery. Imbalance. Gap. Oh, right there at 430. Absolutely dominates the rest of the day. Overnight, it could have gapped down. I put that in my video that I put out. I said, the only way I'm going to lose if it gaps down, and I'll take a loss. It gapped up. So, from even the 440s up to where it's at now, it's 58%. 58%, no leverage. Fuck, I should have traded options, huh? I should have threw an option contract on that shit for like 6 or 7, and then that would have busted today. Anyway, I forgot why I was telling you this. Oh, the value of, oh, that's right. So companies devalue, their shares to pick them up, and then hopefully, get a gain in time. And the markets are all, why do you think the markets are so cyclical, you could say? Why do you think they're so cyclical? Everything is a cycle. Okay. You look at ES, for example. If we take this blue circle off, why do you think the market does this? So it trades right up, right in the pre-market. It stops like 1 or 2 ticks prior to this liquidity. It just stops. It says, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right. Hopefully you know that reference. What's happening here? What's happening here? London is somewhere in here. London's right here. London, right? Higher high, lower high, higher high, or I'm tired. higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay. Traders are an open profit. So what do they have to do? What is smart money usually? What are they going to do before, the order pairing takes place? They're going to run the stops, run the stops, run the stops, run the stops, and if need be, maybe down here as well. The Dow actually had consolidation down here that I thought it might trade today, but it didn't. So the market trades lower, and smart money is longing that. Why do you think the other day we talked about consolidations, right? Why do you think we talk about consolidations? That's smart money accumulation or distribution. So they drag it down, get everybody out. They're accumulating. Now I feel like an asshole because I did watch this and I didn't long it. And this is what I get for not waking up on time. So don't be like me in that regard. Down candle gets traded through at 940. Back into it. That's a long. Maybe a little bit of drawdown. And then fucking see ya. Right up to the highs that we outlined a couple weeks ago. So it's hard, man. It's hard stalking price. When you understand liquidity, right? You want to stalk liquidity, and then the hard part is waiting for it to finesse and then, getting in after the post finesse. You understand? But in all fairness, this to me was a little bit sloppy. I didn't like how we left this because we left small time frame lows right here. I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that. And then it takes off, and I went, oh shit, and it's over. It's over now. And then, that was it. It took off. So, that's what that looks like. But in the whole point, as I'm telling you, because Tesla, JP Morgan, they do all the same things, but on a much larger time frame, on a much larger scale. And that's why back then, that's how I'm able to do that. Look at this chart from a broader perspective. It's okay to have a down year or a down year and a half. That's okay. Because what is it trading into in September of 2022? This old gap, it's a discounted gap from this low up to this high. So this is discounted pricing. We see a lot of accumulation down here. Well, we see a lot of sideways, right? But look at this. If Wyckoff were here, he'd probably be pretty, I don't even know what the right word is. He would probably like what I'm telling you here. Consolidation, and then bam, that run, below July's low. And then it takes off. So anyone who was longing, their positions were underwater down here because they're probably going to have stops here. Smart money's going to oppose that. Smart money's going to buy below old lows. Then the market rallies up. Okay. Those lows here in December of 2022, that gets ran, and then we see consolidation again. That is when I brought it to your attention. For those of you that have been around long enough, right in here, I said we ran some lows, we got some highs up here, pay the fuck attention. And it's been higher since. It's been absolutely higher since. We ended up running those highs. We came back one more time, and then we absolutely ripped. But it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. Accumulation, distribution, it's cyclical. Drop it lower to squeeze out longs, take it higher, one more drop to mitigate from pushing price lower or higher. So you mitigate the underwater trades, and then you add to the direction that price is trading into. It's why when we talk about a shift in price delivery, that's what I'm saying. Let me go back. What we're talking about, safe. We're talking about safe. So right here, okay? What happened? Well, what the fuck is his name? the goofball, the CEO of Barstool Sports, right at 10:55 or whatever this was, he tweeted saying, I bought a shit ton of save. And then like a minute later, they put out an article saying some shit. I think the judge was like, oh no, we're not going to allow you to get bought out by JetBlue because the airline industry is already a monopoly. We can't have that. So piss off. So his initial investment went to fucking dirt. Well, it lost like 25%, whatever this was. Right? So what's taking place here? Well, they're running it lower to squeeze out longs. Weak hands, weak longs. Okay? So once they've done that, price then shifts in delivery. So that last retracement here, if they've been short, like, or anyone that's been shorting and shorting and shorting, options, stock, whatever, if they're paying attention, that's their last opportunity to get the fuck out of there. Bank your profits and or switch your bias. And then, okay, cool. Now that everybody's out, now that everybody got squeezed, cool. Now we're going to accumulate, take it higher. They'll probably distribute up here. I don't know where it's going to go from here, to be honest. I'm just kind of seeing what the fuck is going to happen because I don't know. If you go to a weekly time frame, this is horrendous. This is absolutely horrendous. So where did all of this occur, though? Where did it all occur? Below 701. What's 701? At the time in March of 2020, 701 was all-time lows. Because they IPO'd in June of 2011. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. But that's where the chart stops. You got the little dinosaur right here. So that's all-time lows. So they ran that shit. They ran it. Look at this 5-minute time frame. Right? So I guess initially on the 16th, it traded to all-time lows. You saw a bounce. So traders were trying to long that. Double bottom type shit. Support zone type shit. Good luck. Then they run that. So they ran the stops from the initial bounce here. And then they squeezed it. So all that squeezing, I'm like, okay, I'll buy below all-time lows. Or at all-time lows, sorry. You can't be below all-time lows. But close to it, yeah. So now that we have this on the daily, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. But I feel like getting in down here at the 430s, I feel pretty comfortable with this. If it goes to 860, I've doubled my money, which I didn't put a lot into. But, you know, I don't know what's going to happen, and we're going to see. But anyway, the main point, because I want to get back to this commonplace shit. The whole point is the market goes down to squeeze traders once they're out and smart money is accumulating. Then it shifts in the opposite direction. Okay. You go to the dollar index, right? What took place? We consolidated. We ran higher. So anyone short got stopped out. It crosses 50%, indicating that it wants to run these lows. Okay, cool. But are we going to short, you know, in a discount? No. Are you going to short right after a short-term low's been taken? No. The market trades higher into this. That's why I said that's your low-risk sell. It's low risk because it shouldn't trade above this high. Low risk, high reward. Spends a little bit of time there accumulating. Drops down, up candle right there. Drops down, up candle right there. Drops down, up candle right there. Short-term high. Drops down, mitigation right there. All to go lower. So in trading, okay, there are always multiple opportunities. Almost always. Now, sometimes when it just runs and it takes off without you, like this could have easily, or like this move right here could have easily just went below the lows and didn't do any of this bullshit. That's okay. But what you have to do is study the opportunities. You could short above the high. I usually don't do that. Not anymore. But, you know, 50%'s crossed. Okay, cool. That up candle, that's probably shortable. You would have took drawdown. This imbalance here, that's 2. Up candle, that's 3. Late up candle, that's 4. This up candle, that's 5. Above this short-term high, that's 6. Mitigation, that's 7. All to go lower. So there was at least 7 opportunities to short the dollar index if that's what you want to do, or possibly long currencies. And the whole point is, okay, where are we at in the storyline? Maybe you didn't trade it up here. Maybe you could get in a little bit late, or a little bit late, you know, in here. It depends on what you're comfortable with. I like taking low risk sells because it's low risk, very, very low risk, and high reward. So the low risk sell up here, that's going to be probably your greatest RR, in my opinion. Now you can still get a good RR on that second one, but once you get like down in here, that to me, your RR just gets, at least for me, but the later I get into a move, the worse the risk reward is, but the higher the probability. So, you know, it depends on, again, what you're comfortable with, but everything's pretty much here. Even the fucking mitigation models right there too, you know? And that's the greatest part about markets, is they're going to present opportunities. All-time low, playing a festival. I'm working this May. Oh, that's a all-time low. That's a band, isn't it? I don't listen to them. Took a break even on S&P. Timing was off on the highs. On the highs. What are you shorting? Are you shorting this? Damn, that thing is still climbing, dude. Still climbing. Well, the retirement account, the self-directed IRA, is doing pretty fucking good because I still got triple Qs. From the low of like 2 years ago, from down here, December of 2022. And yes, I did call that out. It was actually on SPY down in here. I remember that. I said to watch S&P and I longed Nasdaq. So I kind of bamboozled you there. But, you know, that's what that looks like, bro. Right to all-time highs, baby. Right to all-time highs. The stock market's gonna crash. Sure. Sure. Not before going to all-time highs, at least. So, yeah, things are looking pretty good, at least in the short term. But yeah, I would not short at all-time highs. Now, if we get a divergence up here, that's going to be a problem. But we don't. They're all at all-time highs. Even the slow, dookie-ass Dow, even that's at all-time highs, are very close to it. I can't even tell. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But either way, they are all at all-time highs. So that just doesn't make sense to do that. Where can check the news for trading? A couple of days ago, you said to avoid trading into news events, but go after. So I'm wondering where and when I can check the news. Mr. Kesha, that would be forexfactory.com. forexfactory.com. Okay? So there you have it. But yeah, okay, let me read a couple pages to you real quick, because this is Philosophical Friday and we definitely have gone over enough price action today. Drop. There's 42 of you on here. I think that's the drop a like one. Drop a like if you guys got some value today. Oh, the like one doesn't work. There we go. Drop a like if you guys got some value today. If you learned something. It's totally free. Free to do. Free to do. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to read you 2 paragraphs of dialogues and essays by Seneca. You guys cool with that? I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, but, you know, you guys good? I want you to go into the weekend with this. Thanks, dog. Appreciate it. Thanks, Nina. All right. So this is a little bit late into the letter, the first one. Is it Lucius or Lucilius? Lucilius. So Lucilius is basically, they're writing letters back and forth, and Seneca is responding. So he says, like, he's quoting Lucilius, who asked, why do many reversals of fortune happen to good men? Like, why do bad things happen to good people? So Seneca writes, nothing bad can happen to a good man. Opposites do not mix. Just as the vast number of rivers, all the rain that falls in the showers from above, and the massive volume of mineral springs do not alter the taste of the sea, do not even moderate it. So adversity's onslaughts are powerless to affect the spirit of a brave man. It remains unshaken and makes all events assume its own color, for it is stronger than all external forces. I do not mean that he is insensible to those forces, but that he conquers them. And as a man who in all else is calm and tranquil of mind, he rises to face whatever attacks him. All adversity he regards as a training exercise. Who, provided he is a man and intend on what is right, who, provided he is a man and intent on what is right, will shirk reasonable toil or show reluctance to face duties involving danger. Here's where it gets pretty good. I mean, it's good, but it gets better. What man of energy does not find inactivity a punishment? We see wrestlers who concern themselves with physical strength, matching themselves with only the strongest opponents, and requiring those who prepare them for a bout to use all their strength against them. They expose themselves to blows and hurt, and if they do not find one man to match them, they take on several at a time. Excellence withers without an adversary. The time for us to see how great it is, how much its force, is when it displays its power through endurance. I assure you, good men should do the same. They should not be afraid to face hardships and difficulties or complain of fate. Whatever happens, good men should take it in good part and turn it to a good end. It is not what you endure that matters, but how you endure it. Dude, I don't know about y'all, but I absolutely love that. They should not be afraid to face hardships and difficulties or complain of fate. Whatever happens, good men should take it in good part and turn it to a good end. It is not what you endure that matters, but how you endure it. It's good shit. It's good shit, man. Seneca top 5. DOA, what does that mean? What does that mean? You're welcome, Stephanie. Yeah. The Stream Deck I could make a sound board with the Stream Deck, but yeah, we might do that at another time. But yeah, it's pretty sick. Oh, top 5 dead or alive. Yeah. Let me read you a little bit more. Because he goes all over the place. I can't read you everything. He quotes Cato. He quotes Demetrius. Now, Demetrius, I don't think I've ever had. I've read, or I haven't read any work from Demetrius, but he kills it right here. He must have been a boxer or an Olympian. He must have participated in the Olympics. Because check this out. And sometimes these sentences are about a page long. All right, I'll just start because there's no way to find the greatest start to this part. But if you reflect that, in order to effect a cure, some men have their bones scraped and removed, and their veins extracted, and that sometimes limbs are amputated, which cannot be left without the whole body being destroyed. You will allow yourself to be convinced also of this fact. Some things which are praised and eagerly sought are bad for those who take delight in them. Things vary, like overeating, drinking too much, and other activities that kill through pleasure. Among the many splendid sayings of our friend Demetrius, there is this one, which I have recently heard. It still sounds and rings in my ears. Nothing, he said, seems to me more unhappy than the man who has no experience of adversity, for he has not been allowed to put himself to the test. Dude, nothing seems to me more unhappy than the man who has no experience of adversity, for he has not been allowed to put himself to the test. Basically, he's saying you're depressed because you haven't done shit. You're depressed and you're unhappy because you don't do anything. You've never faced a hardship. He's basically saying you're a bum. You're a bum. I don't know if that's actually the right interpretation, but that's how I see it. Because, I mean, look, it is nice, though, going through something and being able to overcome a challenge or, adversity, like trading, for example. Overcoming your bad habits, overcoming not knowing how the markets work and operate, So I think it's pretty cool. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with today. Don't be a bum. All right. Do the work like we talked about the other day. And don't be a bum. All right. So y'all be good. I will see you on, Monday. I'll see you on Monday, the 22nd, for our next live stream. All right. I don't think I had anything else. Nope. I think that's it. Be blessed, and I'll see you on Monday.